Alright. Shalom. First, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honor to the elders and to you brothers out there that's doing the work. Keep on doing the work because time is almost near. Amaka Allah, this brother is Banawar, Tazawar, and Tazayaf. And we're going to start from the scripture down in chapter 12.
Chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stated for the children of thy people.
Continue. Yeah.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Now,
he said that there should be a trouble such as never been seen before. And only to the glory of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, that will make it to that trouble. Now, that was the prophet from the ancient time. They were given a vision and they were able to see the future. Read it one more time out this part again.
Daniel 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
Yahushua, complete on.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
Such as never was since there was a nation. And we are in that time right now, and we already seen it with our own eyes. What's going on around the world? The chaos, the anarchy, the sedition against the government. There's a bunch of people right now, as we speak, who are getting slaughtered and killed outside the U.S. fighting the government.
That's right.
Why? Because the food supply is being taken away from them. The water supply is being taken away from them. The liberties. They cannot sell any food. They cannot sell any good. They cannot make any trade. You know, and the economy is basically upside down. Those are the trouble that those people are having right now in those other countries, and it's going to escalate throughout the whole entire world, and eventually America's going to get it worse. You know.
You got Second Ezra, chapter 15. We'll start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Now, hold on. He said that woe to the world for what is it again,
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. That woe means destruction. You know, destruction to those that dwell in this world. Because what's coming in this country is going to be something that we have never seen before in our lifetime. And it's going to be a scary, dark, evil time for a lot of people. Continue on.
Verse 15. For the sword and their destruction drive nigh.
For their sword and their destruction drive nigh. We are already at this point right now we speak. Look what's going on to Puerto Rico. You know, Spain, Venezuela. All around the world. Look what's going on. That sword and destruction drives nigh, and it's already at the door near you here in the U.S.
That's right.
Keep on going on.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Then one people should stand up to fight against another with sword in their hand. The modern day sword could be a billy back club, gun, knife, any sort of weapon. Because that's what's going to happen when all hell breaks loose here in the U.S. People are going to grab... Oh, continue. So go ahead.
When it says one people shall stand up and fight against another, that's talking about race wars, civil wars. It's going to lead into sedition among men. You're going to see uprisings of the people against the government. We're living in those times where the brothers coming up. You know,
I don't know about if you got anything to say it. You know. Go ahead, Art.
Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading of one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Now, we even see it happening in the U.S. right now. People taking up arms, fighting each other. Like the example with the Donald Trump, the anti-Donald Trump versus poor Hillary Clinton. People was fighting one another, you know? And especially what was going on in was it Virginia? The waste tension, Charlottesville, you know, all that taking place, and then you got the Hurricane Katrina, and the people looting. All that happened at the very same time.
Hurricane
Harvey. Yeah, so question Hurricane Harvey. All this is taking place as we speak. You know, that's the rise up in sedition amongst men. avenging one another, because people are doing that right now as we speak. Continue on.
I'm going to say something also.
Oh,
as well.
go ahead.
And ever since the Lord put eagle-faced Donald Trump in office, there's been nothing but seditions among men.
That's
Every
right.
other week, I mean, just in Boston alone, we see protesters and rallies.
That's right.
So
That's right.
the Lord's put in the spirit, and this prophecy's coming to pass. We're living in these times right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start 17. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able.
I mean, yeah. We want to take this on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So that's talking about the time of when martial law is going to be implemented, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting down to the barrier now, like the brother said. It's places as we speak that have this martial law thing already ensuing, man. France is the place right now at this moment. It's full martial law over there, man. And this thing is not going to stay in one place. It's going to creep across the globe, man.
And it's not going to die down.
It's not.
The Lord's putting the spirit on everybody and every place. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot,
Let me read this precept real quick. This is Isaiah 12:6. It says, "How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty." And that's what we're seeing, man. He's already here. He's near. You know what I'm saying? It says when the Lord is near, then all these things will start happening. Calamities, uprising against governments, so on and so forth, man. And we're seeing that, man. Just the other day, what is it, the Vegas shooting? You know what I'm saying? Even though it might have been a false flag attack, but in the end of it all, it's the Lord sowing destruction, man.
Right.
And then verse 7 it says, "Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt." Verse 8, "And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames." You know, so that those days are coming, and those days are already happening. Okay.
Now, if I may add into this too, it's because he said they should be amazed at one another.
Yeah.
Why? Because in their whole lifetime they would never dream that something like this would ever come to their door.
Not for America.
You know, not to America, because the whole when you're out there in the camp, you see people having a grand old time. You know, sitting down, relaxing in the park, comfortable, drinking some ice cream. You know, eating some burger. You know, just throwing frisbee.
Yeah.
But they would never dream that something terrible like that would come out their door, and that pain that's coming to them is like a woman giving birth to a child. 24 hours, they're gonna feel that pain, you know, and they're gonna be like, hold on for a second, what's going on? This is supposed to be a place, you know, of safety, a place of opportunity, because they're not gonna dream of that. When you tell people that, hey, America's gonna be destroyed, they just look at you and laugh, you know.
Yeah, we have tested that, man.
Yeah.
We out there in camp, man. Like the brother Almas always said, did you know that America's going to be destroyed? And we always get the hand wave off, or yeah, okay, you know, that type of attitude, and it is going to be destroyed, whether you like it or not. Verse 9 it says, "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it." You know, and that's plain right there. You know, that's what's going on, man, because he's tired of the wickedness reaching up to heaven. All right, he's tired of the homosexuality. He's tired of the perverseness. When I say perverseness, it's the pedophilia, the snatching of little kids, the eating of little kids. You know what I'm saying? Sacrificing of little kids. He's tired of idolatry. You know, Ephraim, the northern tribe in general. You know what I'm saying? He's tired of people not knowing his name. He's tired of people not knowing who he really is, man.
That's right.
And then especially those that's making a mockery of him, they also won't get it too.
Yeah.
You know, because the most I say is come both. But I said again, read it one more time. Just one last verse. One more.
Verse 9, it says, "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh with cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger."
Both with wrath and fierce anger. Now there's a scripture that said that I forgot how I could paraphrase it. He said that it's not a good thing to fall at the. It's a fearful thing. Yeah.
This brother, if he goes on, he's gonna read it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, so that's spiritual too.
Yeah,
Let me get it for you.
Hebrews what? 10,
Hebrews
33?
10:1. Yep, that's spirit. Let me get it for you. Hebrews 10 verse 31. It says. Yep, it says 31. Hebrews 10 verse 31. It says, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the living power."
It is a fearful thing to fall to the hand of the living power. Because when all hell breaks loose, the Most High might prolong your suffering. Because especially for a lot of you niggas out there that's talking a lot of shit and a few people that's mocking us, the Most High could, let's talk about hunger. Hunger is another torture. You know, you might want to die, but you know what? The Most High gonna take death away from you just so you can suffer some more.
That's right.
You know? That's why the scripture say it is a fearful thing. The Most High say he's come both fear, with wrath, and with anger. You do not know the punishment and the judgment is going to bestow upon you to prolong your suffering. That's why we pray and hope that we are not a part of that group. That's going toward tribulation. That's going to face that destruction. You know, anybody else got?
I got a precept just to back you up. Amos 9 verse 10. "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. We say the evil shall not overtake nor prevail us."
Yes, that's true. Now we could care less what Esau says when he sees us, but our people, the main one, they don't want all the time. They don't want that mock the Most High, reject the Most High, and the only time they show their face if they see Esau right in front of us. You know, if Esau's out there teaching the word, bringing out the word, they'll sit down and listen. But when it comes to their own people, they turn their back and they mock and laugh at us. You know, and in their mind, they think that the Most High have not seen them, but the Most High have seen everything you have done.
That's right.
Because this is the time of calamity right now. We're in the time of evil. We are not in the time of peace and happiness. That have done away with. If you think that you're in peace and happiness, then you are fooling yourself. You know, you're fooling yourself. You think that your peace and happiness is going to be an everlasting, because it's not going to be in this place.
That's right.
That's right. Let me get this one really quick, just to back you up what you said.
This is Psalms 2:11. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Okay, and that's what we got to do right now. Like this brother said, you're not going to have happiness here. You're not going to have anything that's going to pertain to a good life in America. Esau is destroying everything around you, man.
Right.
He's poisoning the water, he's poisoning the air, he's poisoning the food, he's poisoning your home life. Okay? It's nothing good here, man.
You gotta understand, this is especially for Israelites, this is the land of our captivity. This ain't paradise. So even if you do get a benefit, you get a job, or you get a woman, you get any pleasure, you still gotta remember, you still in hell.
Yeah.
The Lord's still gonna blow send missiles to this place and destroy America.
He's gonna blow this kingdom.
You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna blow this place. The kingdom come.
If I may add too, we were brought over here to suffer punishment. You know what I mean? We wasn't brought over here to be well. I mean, to what's the word? To be
famous.
To be famous or to
have wealth.
To have wealth.
Perish in this.
Nah, man, this is our captivity.
It's a prison cell.
Come.
You know, it's like when Jimmy go to the prison, you know, they spend 10, 5, 15, 20 years. We have been in prison for a very long time, and pretty much our sentence is about up, you know.
Yeah.
And then now it is time for judgment, and pretty much the judgment is gonna be sentenced. You know, after a person before a person go to prison, he get a sentence, get judged. It's gonna be a sentence for you all the nation. You know, likewise the same for you chicks out there. You're gonna get your judgment and your sentence for all your evil wickedness you have been done upon this earth. You know, you along with your friend Esau.
Let me start, bro. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 3. "For when they shall say peace and safety, then shall destruction cometh upon them, as travel upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Now,
apparently let's talk about Esau too. Esau in the whole, because Esau's main goal is to get the whole entire world chipped, so he could control their mind through slavery.
That's right.
He wants to enslave the whole entire world. That's the whole purpose of the chip. He cannot physically put everybody in slavery, but once he put the RFID chip, he could completely control you, meaning that you could not go against them, you could not rise up against them. That's the whole purpose. Because the moment when he thinks that his plan is about to come into fruition, that his plan is about to fulfill, that's when the Most High is going to strike his ass down.
That's right.
You know?
bring something to us.
I got something.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Second Ezra, chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And many great miseries is coming here to this land. You know, and like the brother said in the latter times, but like the brother was saying, when we out on the highways and byways at camp saying, yo, America, do you know America's gonna be destroyed? And people wag their hands or you know, they laugh at us. That's because of their pride. That's because they don't know the signs of the time. They don't know the Heavenly Father. You know, they've been taught lies so much that the Lord's coming back to, you know, to save everybody. He's coming to hug and with flowers and stuff. They don't know the Lord. And the Lord is furious at this place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it says, for those that walk in great pride, great miseries is coming to them. You know, paraphrasing the scripture. You know?
It says, my people are foolish, they have not know me. They are so sure that they are wise to the evil, but to the good they have the knowledge. That's all people, man.
But that's even also for all nations.
That's for all nations, because it's not, because Jake's gonna get it in the whole alone with all the other nation. You know, because the scripture said that though hand join in hand, the wicked should not cease to be punished.
That's
you know,
right.
if I'm paraphrasing correctly. You know, so that's what's gonna happen, because the scripture said misery, because we are in misery right now, but he haven't been into a global scale yet. You know, because people, yes, because it's gonna get there.
Yeah.
You're gonna start feeling it.
Well, it has to happen that way. It has to get to that point of tipping over, because right after that is our salvation. You know what I'm saying? So, like me and this brother was speaking earlier, man, we gotta be purified, like gold in the fire, man. And the only way we can get through that is go through the time of Jacob's trouble, and then we gotta go through, you know, saying the trials and tribulations that the scriptures speak about, the dark sayings in the scriptures, man. And these things are gonna happen, man. You can see it it's rolling along, man. It's coming along beautifully. The Lord is orchestrating. He's doing what he needs, you know what I'm saying, and what he will, you know. And that's the only thing that brothers in the truth can pray for, man. So that could come along faster, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Esau, he's trying his best right now to try to prolong prophecy by trying to, you know, he said one thing and he make up his mind the next, because he's scared, because he's know that if he fulfill prophecy, that means that's the end of his kingdom. But guess what? The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
That's right.
You know, he's gonna make you push that button. He's gonna make you push that green light.
What's the other one? Man's goings is
The Lord.
So even him trying to make the juke move on the Lord, he's doing whatever the Lord wants him to do. He's willing him to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Lord made Pharaoh harden his heart. And he didn't even know why he was keeping the children of Israel there after somebody simply said, let my people go. And it's only for, you know, the Lord's going to make this Exodus, he's going to make it more beautiful than the last, man. That's going to be more marvelous than the last. And that's what brothers have to keep in tune to, man. They got to know that, yeah, these hard times are going to come. You're going to lose. But just imagine the things that we're going to gain, man. Your mind can't even fathom the things that we're about to gain, man, through the salvation of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, man.
And faith in him will help you get through those times.
Not just the works, you know.
And that's why when we come back to, you know, the elites or Esau, you know, trying to fill their belly, you know, the Lord got them in the trick bag.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord's manipulating their minds. Okay, do this. You know, they're gonna feel comfortable. You know, they're gonna think that they're gonna take over, and their plan's gonna finally be in fruition. You know, but if you want to bring that up, I'm setting you up for that, Job.
Oh, you got it right here?
Job 20. Yep. Come. Job 20 verse 23. He says, when he's about to fill his belly, the Heavenly Father shall cast him let me read it again. Job 20 verse 23. When he's about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Now, basically he's talking about Esau. Because the moment Esau set up the RFID chip, the moment he thinks that he has complete control of the world, that's when the most stuff's gonna come. Just like Amar says, like when you're on the table, you're about to have the last piece of meal. You know, you eat all your favorite meal, and that last piece of meat about to grab in your little in your spoon, about to eat it, and the most of just snap it. You know, like or I can say, you know how you eat all the good part on the plate, and you need to that last piece of food, and just about to eat that food fall on the floor.
Yeah.
That the most is gonna smack it off your hand.
Mostly Jake is doing that with chicken.
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat that last.
He had that stupid game. You know what I'm saying? Where we used to slap food out of each other's hands.
That's what happened to Esau, because in Esau's mind, cause you know Esau, he's like he got all that Molech and all that type of God is worshiping, and he's in mind he think that the devil, or the demon that he's worshiping is working for him. Yeah. But little does he know that the spiritual demon that's working for him is actually working for the Most High God. You know, you know. So the evil and spiritual demon that is calling upon to. They actually working for Yahushua, for Yahushua. So they're going to double smack him across his face because they're going to turn it back against them.
And that's that trick bag, you know? That's that trick bag the Lord got them.
Yeah.
Esau cannot play. I mean, Esau he cannot get away over the Heavenly Father. Man.
Yeah, that's like I said. The Most High control everything. Yeah. The Most High say, I create all this, I create evil. Mm-hmm. The Most High even send evil spirit amongst men to make him do his will. And that happened before many of time. So when Esau saying that worshiping Molech and some of the spiritual demon, they think that they demon on their side. But guess what? They're not on their side. That's right. You know? Right. The moment you go up to them, you ain't going to find them.
I got a quick one.
You know?
This is Job 18 and 12. Mm-hmm. It says, his strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terror.
Yes.
And that's what's happening right now with this country, man. You know what I'm saying? They so used to being the strong ones, man. So now when you getting these false flag attacks, now when you getting all type of manner of calamities and tornadoes and hurricanes and you know severe storms of that nature, okay? Now these Americans, now they're terrorized by what the Lord is doing to them, man. And it's going to get worse, man. This ain't nothing, like the brother said. Hunger is another
form of torture, man.
Form of torture, man. Lights being out. That's another form of torture. It's the same thing that Ephraim going through right now down there because of their idolatrous ways. That's coming to America because of their prideful ways, man. Okay? It's going to be people out there in the streets eating each other, man. That's right. Okay? It's going to be people out there slashing throats for a little ass bottle of water, like this size water, man. It's all coming here to America, man. And you got people that live in apartment buildings, they thinking nothing of it. You got people walking down the street, they thinking nothing of it. But they going to be brought to the king of terrorists, man. That's right. Okay?
If I may add something, the Heavenly Father is the king of terrorists. You know what I mean? That's why his name is Al-Shaja. Yeah? Demon like power, you know what I mean?
Demon like power.
Come, yeah.
I won't bring it back. I know I read it earlier, but it's perfect for what you're saying, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
That's it, man.
And speaking of misery, it have happened before during the time of Civil War. You know, when and with a guy by the name of General Sherman, he besieged the town. I think it's in Vicksburg. He besieged the town. People to resort to eating boots, to eating donkey, to eating whatever they come, because they were down on starvation. That's right. You know, they were being tortured in this town to the point where the government have no choice but to surrender. But guess what they were eating down there? Pigeon shit, you know, anything they could find in him. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna happen on a whole global scale throughout the whole United States. You know, not just in this particular. It happening all around the world right now as we speak. That's right. People finding anything they can grab their hand on. Hell, they probably eating dead body right now. You don't know that. You know?
Realize it. It says because they walk in with pride. You know the Heavenly Father hate pride. You know what I mean?
Pride. So pride go before this destruction.
You got that?
No, I don't have it.
I'll get it.
Yeah. So pretty much, man. Like hunger is a major torture. Imagine yourself not eating 7 days or 8 days. You feel that when your stomach is eating itself, that's torture right there.
Come.
And you hurt like hell.
I got a precept for you. Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
You see?
For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
You see? They, read it one more time.
No, I will even slower. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
They that be slain with a sword are better. It is better to die than to die of starvation.
Oh, man.
That's
a miserable death. It's a painful, slow.
To pay for slow starvation. I'm telling you, man, and that's how Esau's gonna get allow you 2-3 niggas too. He's gonna put you 2-3 niggas somewhere in a jail and let you starve to death until you agree to take the oil for these chips. And that's that temptation that's coming. That's when the Most High's gonna see where your faith lie. Cause you ain't gonna find no food. Cause you know people, cause they be saying on TV a long time ago that American food supplies were low. They have to depend on other nation to bring them food. But what would have happened if all these nations would just stop embargoing their product to the United States? America's gonna starve itself to death. That's what they to do back in the ancient war. When they go to war, how did they win their battle? By besieging the city and starve the people out. That's the same thing that's gonna come here in the United States. Because once the World War III start and every nation start taking side, they're going to besiege the U.S. run about. We ain't gonna get no help from nobody.
This is Proverbs 6:16. Okay, these 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are abomination unto him. A proud look.
Yep.
Right. That's what Esau got. That's him to a T. He's proud look. Our people are proud. Okay. Because it just doesn't have anything to do with just Edom. It has something to do with all nations.
Following after
Esau. A lying tongue and hands that shed innocent blood. Okay.
That's characteristics of Esau.
That's right.
And heart that divides wicked imagination. Get that scripture for me that says he divides wickedness on his bed and then seek to practice it in the morning.
Let me see. Go see if I can find it.
And heart that deceives, that devises wickedness, wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief. And that's what America does too. Okay? They go off to war, they go to war for anything, man. Just to go over there and pillage somebody's land, man. Of natural resources, of anything that's valuable, that's going to be valuable to them, man. Okay? Even if that nation didn't know that they had that value in it, they're going to be there, man, to take it away, man. They feet run right to mischief, man. A false witness that speak of lies, and him that soweth discord among brethren. And that's more or less towards the nation of Israel. But, you know, most of that is the things that the Most High, he hates in people. And that's why he destroys kingdoms and nations, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got it right here. I'm not too sure that's one, but I think it might be the similar to one I'm looking for. These Psalm 36:4. I'm going to start verse 3. He said, the word of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good. He devises mischief upon his bed. Yeah, that was one. Yeah, he devises mischief upon his bed. He set himself in a way that is not good. He abhor not evil.
That's right. He likes evil. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't hate evil. He do not hate evil. The white man is continually doing evil, man. That's right. That's his way. He's only dealing with the left-hand side. Okay, that's the number one thing. But he does not hate evil. Who's out here poisoning people by the ton? Who's out here giving diseases by the ton out to people? Who's out here stopping people a way of life, period? Okay.
And his characteristics just shows that, you know, he's all evil. And in the scriptures, it tells you to hate the evil. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing of these people, oh, you guys are a hate group. Why are you always hating on the white man? He shows clearly, day by day, since day one, that he hates us. And in the scriptures, he said, I'll bring it out. Amos 5:15. Hate the evil and love the good. And establish judgment in the gate. And there's more, but the Lord tells you, hate the evil. So if Esau, or so-called white man, continually shows that he hates us, He's putting us, like the brother said, we can't even eat good food. We in ghettos. We're killing each other. He puts the guns and drugs in our community. He finds ways in his bed